Ladies and gentlemen, very good afternoon. I will address this topic this afternoon, which is cybersecurity on board of the naval warships. First of all, I will very quickly describe the evolution of a naval combat, then move to the rapid description of the naval cyber threat, and then I will try to present to you how DCNS is trying to answer to this issue, which is a very big one. Well, naval combat has very much evolved. As you can see here, there's a huge amount of data exchange between ship and the shore, between the ships, between ship and aircraft, between ship and UAV, inside of the ship as well. Cyber threat is a reality, as my predecessor has described it very well. It happens every day and it will never end. Why? Because it is easy to use. It is anonymous, discreet. You can prepare and operate your attack without any difficulty. The attack is performed in a very short time worldwide, from a few minutes to a few hours, with sometimes very powerful effects at a low cost, and it can be performed from the ships, far from the ships, without any risk. In other words, no need to be courageous to attack this way. Yeah, unfortunately. The effects of a cyber threat, possible effects, they are going to from the data theft to take over a ship through a denial of service of an equipment or of a system. So, how to face this threat? First of all, organization, procedures, and doctrine, of course, but also an industrial approach. Organization, procedures, and doctrine, there are laws, there are national public organizations. There should be in every nation a security operations center, a national computer emergency response team, and sometimes a joint cyber command, all of them using a cyber defense doctrine and international standards. So what is DCNS approach to face the threat? In our mind, cybersecurity is an end-to-end approach, starting from the design of a ship to the decommissioning of a ship, through the maintenance of a ship during the life cycle. And all these things are done under the cyber authority control. So the ship has to be designed at the origin with a cyber design, giving cyber protection, cyber defense, cyber resilience, and of course, during the life of a ship, we have to maintain the whole integrity of the software inside of a ship. Sorry. So the security process includes the ship and all its environment. As far as the ship is concerned, there is a ship cyber design, as I said, including protection, defense, and reliance against the cyber threat. The ship is controlled on board by a cyber management system, and I will come back on it. The ship is supported ashore by a ship cyber support center, a computer response team, and a cyber lab. And last but not least, the suppliers of the supply chain has to be monitored as well. It may happen that you have spare parts on board, including some software, and this software have not the right configuration. So this has to be monitored and controlled by the cyber authority. Ship cyber management system. It has to be a transversal system that will monitor all the systems of a ship, platform systems, combat systems, navigation systems, and so on. It has to monitor them, to detect any inconsistency, any malware, and to respond or to propose responses to maintain the ship performance. And at the end of the day, to reconfigure all the software if necessary. If the ship needs some more support, then there is a shore support in 3 parts. A ship integrated cyber support center. This is like a big safe, protected safe, in which you will find all the data of the ship. It performs the management of the ship configuration, malware detection, vulnerability management, risk management, and security updates. In other words, this center is not doing real-time, but more, I should say, quiet time. That means that this is the center who will say to the ship, all your software are green, this is the configuration you are going to pull out with, and you can be sure there is nothing wrong. Okay? But of course, for the real time, on board we saw that there is a cyber management system which is trying to face as much as it can to any malware or any attack. And if it is not sufficient, there is the computer emergency response team, which is a show, which is dedicated to threat intelligence, threat awareness, incident responses, response plan, and threat resistance evaluation. So this is the team which is going to support the ship under an attack if the cyber management system is not sufficient. And they will send a solution which has been tested in a cyber laboratory, which is the next step. And last one, cyber laboratory for testing solutions, also for labeling the suppliers of the supply chain, and sometimes for education and training. So this concludes my brief. My intention is not to present the solution, of course, but this is how DCNS is approaching the subject, how we try to face the threat. In any case, what I'm sure is that this is a new warfare domain, and we have to have strong, robust solutions and approaches so that the ship keeps digital superiority. Let's see. Thank you.